Kimberly and Roger, hi, this is Charlie Rose with ShelfGenie. Just want to take a moment to go through the design suggestions based upon the information I got from you, Kimberly, as far as what we want to do is to tackle the island. So I know all of this wasn't necessarily the primary reason to come over, but we're going to look at the island under the sink area, the trash can, into the cabinet to the right of the trash can. So let's take a look at those areas and show you what we've got. So here we're going to dive right in and let's go and look at this side first underneath the sink and what we had in mind here. So what I'm thinking with the space that you have there, what we can do is come in and be able to put a large drawer on the bottom. I'm going to pivot back over to the other side again. This is going to allow you to house a lot of the chemicals and other things that are typically under that space. You've got enough room. I wouldn't do it on both sides, and I think we have the flexibility to do it either on the right or the left. But to be able to put a sliding, what we call an independent riser there, but sloped so that things don't topple out of the back. It's going to be connected to the back wall or the side wall. Great for things like dishwasher tabs, sponges, cleaners that you get pretty regularly at the sink. It could be hand soap or surplus and stuff there as well. But you can get an idea of how that's going to make it just so much easier to access that space. So you're not having to worry about reaching underneath to get to those items. We'll work around whatever plumbing, because in some instances we may have to notch that bottom drawer. From what I saw, from what I remember there in the pictures I took, there's a couple things that I'll move and position on the wall of the cabinet underneath the sink, so that way we optimize the full depth of that space there too. So it's not bad, but we can make it a little bit better with just some simple movement, I think, of the control there, maybe for the water softener or something else that was under there that I remember seeing. Let's look here at this one. This is the primary reason, of course, the trash can. So you would be able to put your two cans there. So what we'll do is reuse the cans that you have. So we won't add this top lid right here, but it'll have the open space so that you can put the two trash cans in there. And really what that does is it allows you to have the flexibility to use different types of cans there, the ones that you have, as opposed to ones that we sell, which are the Rubbermaid brand. But you'll have the ability to do that. We'll attach the door to it to make it real easy to access. So what I like about it, and you guys know at least how it's supposed to work. I'm not sure why yours has fallen apart like it has. It's just the assembly and the mechanism, maybe not quite up to par, and then maybe it's not attached well in that space too. Then the last thing I want to show you is, let's see if we can swing around to the other side. There we go. We'll close this up. It's just a space over here where you've got currently just, I think, maybe trash bags in there, some paper towels. And I want to show you, if we do that, I would do the same thing. I like that. But what I'm recommending here is where you've got the trash bag or the paper towels and the trash boxes, we'll put a divider in this top drawer. We're going to make both of these a little bit deeper at 5 inches. That way things won't topple out. We'll clear it and make the space so that you have just the right amount of clearance to put paper towels in if that's what you want to put. You can have this divider that's adjustable. You can move it back and forth wherever you need to. We can store a lot of things like Ziploc bags, all those types of things like that, maybe trash bags or anything else that you want here, easy access. And that can corral that with that divider to make it easy to access. Everything we have underneath is just going to be bonus material in terms of product that you would put there. But again, both with the 5-inch height to allow things to keep from toppling over. So I do like this solution. I think it solves the problems that you shared with me and what we looked at just the other day. I apologize, it's taken a little bit, but I wanted to get to that today and get this knocked out for you. So the next, we'll look at the pricing so I can show you that. And here's the cost breakdown. If we look at everything to do all of that stuff on the island, it's $23.86. The biggest piece is the materials at just over $2,000. You've got a labor charge of $310, delivery of $96. I did pull a discount coupon. I didn't think to ask where you'd heard about us from, but we do have a 50% offer out there as far as off of labor. So it takes a 116 or off of installation, I should say. So that takes a 116.47 off of that. If you look at the breakdown individually, the trash can is going to be $5.97. Under the sink would be $9.92, and right of the trash would be at $9.12. So that gives you an idea of the breakdown of those spaces there. But I want to make sure you had a look at that. So you and Roger take a look at it. Let me know what pieces or aspects you want to go. If you want to tackle it all, I think that'd be a great Christmas present, right? You can get the island fixed up. And as I've mentioned before, While I'm there, I'll work on tweaking the doors that you have on the drawer fronts that are kind of rubbing and hitting. I don't think it's going to be a complicated adjustment, but I'd like to make that a little bit better and easier for you. So hopefully it's just something simple. If it's a little bit more complicated, then we can look at those as those pop up, but I don't suspect that to be the case. But anyway, I really appreciate your time and the opportunity to be able to help you with this project. Whatever questions you might have, send them my way. We'll be glad to help. Thank you so much.